The 2026 Kia EV9 GT-Line is one of those cars that makes you stop for a second, take a step back, and really look at where the auto industry is going. This isn't just another family SUV with an electric badge slapped on it. It's Kia saying, hey, we're ready to compete in the big leagues, even with brands that have been in the EV game for much longer. And let me tell you, the first time I saw the 2026 Kia EV9 GT-Line in person, it didn't feel like a Kia at all. It felt like something way more futuristic, more premium, and honestly, more daring than I expected. Let's start with the way it looks, because that's what everyone notices first. The EV9 GT-Line has this boxy, almost concept car silhouette that somehow made it from the auto show floor straight into your driveway. The front end is bold, sharp, and squared off, with these digital LED light patterns that feel like they're from a sci-fi movie. If you're used to the soft curves of something like a Tesla Model X, the Kia EV9 GT-Line feels like the complete opposite. It's angular, confident, and it wears its size proudly. And size matters here. This is a big SUV, roughly the footprint of a Telluride, but with even more presence because of those short overhangs and that upright stance. It looks like a modern Range Rover had a child with a Blade Runner set piece, and I mean that in the best way possible. Now, walk around to the side, and you start to notice just how clean the design is. The flush door handles pop out when you approach. The blacked-out pillars give it a floating roofline, and the GT-Line trim brings these sportier touches like unique bumpers, 21-inch wheels, and dark accents that give the SUV a meaner, more aggressive vibe. Out back, the taillights stretch vertically, hugging the rear pillars, and at night they create this light signature that makes it instantly recognizable. And wait till you see it lit up. People will turn their heads just to ask what you're driving, because the 2026 Kia EV9 GT-Line doesn't blend in with traffic. It dominates it. Open the door, step inside, and here's where Kia really surprises you. The interior of the EV9 GT-Line is nothing like what you'd expect from the Kia badge of 10 years ago. It's open, airy, and designed like a modern lounge. The first thing you notice is the pair of massive 12.3-inch screens connected by a smaller display in the middle, creating a wide digital panel across the dashboard. Everything feels futuristic but approachable, like the tech doesn't overwhelm you, but it definitely impresses you. The materials are high quality, with a mix of soft-touch fabrics, sustainable leather alternatives, and metallic trim. And the GT-Line gets special touches like unique stitching and upgraded upholstery that make it feel more upscale. But the real magic here is space. This is a 3-row SUV, and the EV9 GT-Line gives you genuine room for adults in all 3 rows. No squeezing knees, no awkward crouching. It's one of the few EVs that can carry 7 passengers comfortably. The second row can even be optioned with captain's chairs that swivel 180 degrees, so your passengers can face each other like they're sitting in a living room on wheels. I can already imagine road trips where the kids are playing games in the back, facing each other, while you're up front enjoying the silence of the electric drive. And speaking of silence, Kia has packed the cabin with extra insulation and sound-deadening materials, so when you're on the highway, it feels calm and hushed, even at speed. Now, you know I love tech, and the EV9 GT-Line is packed with it. You've got an augmented reality head-up display that projects navigation and safety info right onto the windshield, a premium Meridian sound system that makes your playlist sound better than ever, and Kia's latest driver assist suite called Highway Driving Pilot. This system can actually allow for limited hands-free driving on mapped highways, similar to GM's Super Cruise, and it feels like a huge leap forward for Kia. There's also a fingerprint scanner to start the car, over-the-air software updates, and one of my favorite features, vehicle-to-load capability. That means you can literally plug in your laptop, your coffee machine, even power tools, straight from the car's battery. Imagine camping with this thing. You could run an entire outdoor setup with just your EV9. But let's talk about what really matters. How does the 2026 Kia EV9 GT-Line drive? Because this is where things get interesting. Under the hood, or I should say under the floor, you've got a dual-motor all-wheel drive system pumping out 536 horsepower and a whopping 546 pound-feet of torque. That's sports car territory in a 3-row family SUV. Put your foot down, and the EV9 GT-Line launches from 0 to 60 in just 4.5 seconds. That's quicker than some luxury German SUVs that cost way more. And the crazy part is it does it so smoothly, with no gear shifts, no engine noise, just instant torque that shoves you back into your seat. If you've never driven a performance EV before, This thing will make you grin like a kid on a roller coaster. Now, of course, this isn't a lightweight sports car. It's a big SUV, over 6,000 pounds, so handling is more about stability than sharp cornering. But the low center of gravity from the battery pack actually helps it feel planted in corners, and the steering is light but precise enough to make city driving easy. The suspension in the GT line strikes a nice balance. It's firm enough to handle the extra power, but still comfortable for daily driving. And with adjustable drive modes, you can switch from an eco-friendly cruiser to a sporty torque monster at the push of a button. Range is always the big question with EVs, and the 2026 Kia EV9 GT-Line gives you around 270 miles on a full charge. Not class-leading, but honestly pretty respectable for a vehicle this big and powerful. And here's something you'll love. Thanks to the 800-volt architecture, you can fast charge from 10% to 80% in about 20 minutes if you're at a high-speed charger. That's one of the fastest charging times in the segment, putting it on par with Hyundai's Ioniq 5 and Porsche's Taycan. So, long road trips are definitely doable, especially with Kia's growing partnership with charging networks across the country. Let's talk numbers. The 2026 Kia EV9 GT-Line starts at around $74,000, which puts it in a pretty competitive spot. Think about it. You're getting 7-passenger seating, over 500 horsepower, futuristic tech, and luxury-level design for less than a Tesla Model X, which can easily cross $90,000. Competitors include the Rivian R1S, the Volvo EX90, and of course Tesla's Model X. Each of those has its strengths, but the Kia EV9 GT-Line undercuts most of them on price, while still offering a similar level of performance and features. Now, no car is perfect, and the EV9 GT-Line has a few drawbacks. The third-row seats, while spacious enough for adults, do eat into the cargo space when they're up. With all seats in place, storage is limited. Also, while the 270-mile range is solid, some buyers might want something closer to 300 miles, especially when road tripping with a full family. And finally, the Kia badge still carries some weight in terms of brand perception. Some people might hesitate to spend over $70,000 on a Kia, even though the EV9 GT-Line easily justifies it once you experience it. But honestly, the pros far outweigh the cons here. You get a design that turns heads, an interior that feels like a high-tech lounge, performance that can embarrass luxury SUVs, and a price that undercuts most of the competition. The 2026 Kia EV9 GT-Line isn't just another electric SUV. It's proof that Kia is here to play at the top level, and they're not holding back. So what's the final verdict? If you're in the market for a 3-row family EV that doesn't feel boring, that actually excites you every time you drive it, and that gives you features you'll genuinely use every day, the 2026 Kia EV9 GT-Line should absolutely be on your list. It's not perfect, but it's one of the most well-rounded EVs I've tested, and it shows just how far the industry has come. If you enjoyed this review of the 2026 Kia EV9 GT-Line, make sure to subscribe for more car reviews just like this. We've got plenty more EVs and performance SUVs coming up, and trust me, you won't want to miss what's next.